Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about religion because religion is a very important part in the life of most of the human being. We have 8 billion human being on this planet earth, okay, and each and every human being have their own belief system, have their own religion, have maybe he is atheist or not atheist. So each and every in terms of religion, when I you can say search about data, how many people follow religion, how many people not, so more than 80% of the people have associated with one or other religious group. Okay, so the 12 major religious groups which are present in this world is Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism, Islam, Christianity, Baha'i, Taoism, Confucianism, Zoroastrian, Judaism, and I think Shinto. So these 12 religions are you can say these 12 religions are practiced by most number of the people. So more than 80% of the people follow religion, and each and every religion gathers some amount of people. Like when I talk about my personal experiences, so when I visit temples, so particularly temples are generally, India is a hub of temples. So different types of temples you can find in India. In India I have 33 million god and goddesses. When population of India is 33 million, at that time this data is revealed. Nowadays more number of god because population increases. So how this concept of, you can say, religion, god, deities, temples, church, mosque, gurudwaras, churches, all these things are come up because a large group of people try to unite themselves on one system, on one belief system, and then they create religion. Like in Hinduism, 33 million god and goddesses. The most, you can say, celebrated one is Shiva, Buddha, Krishna, Rama, then Brahma, and then Kali, Durga, Saraswati, Lakshmi. So all these, like when you divide in the names of creator, preserver, destroyer, knowledge, wealth, power. So creator is associated with Brahma, preserver is associated with Vishnu or Narayana, preserver is associated, destroyer is associated with Shiva. Then wealth is associated with Lakshmi, knowledge is associated with Saraswati, and power is associated with Shakti. So all these 6 dimensions are very much practiced in India, in every part of India, from north to south, from east to west, in center, in every part of India, these 6 dimensions are most practiced. In terms of number, most number of people follow Christianity, then Islam, then Hinduism, and after that many other religions. So Christianity, in all over the world, most number of people follow Christianity, and the core, you can say, leader of, or you can say god of this religion is Jesus. When I visit a church in Delhi near Connaught Place called Sacred Heart Church, so I visited there. I sit here for 2 and 2.5 hours. So at on that day, date is I think 4th of March and day is Friday. So evening prayer is happening. So earlier, or you can say even till now, I have visited many churches, but as for, you can say, fun purpose, or for in a group, or you can say watching the celebration of Christmas. But when I visited at this time, I actually want to know their belief system, what they practices they follow in churches, how they build. So in that prayer is, you can say, going on for 1.5 hours, and you can say a padri, you can say, reciting some story from Bible, and many people recite on, you can say, sitting on their knee or standing, or whoever capable of on this situation, and they you can say in the whole church they round from east to west and cover the whole church, and at each and every place different types of, you can say, paintings of Jesus, of their life, how they, you can say, how people, you can say, kill him, the processes during their, you can say, capturing to killing, and how the nail is, you can say, how the nail is put in their body, and how they sacrificed their life for the well-being of humanity. So people celebrated it. So at that day, day is Friday. So people in the evening prayer, I learn a little bit about it. Okay. So when you visit any church, it is very silent, very peaceful, and you can say branches in east side and west side. That means when you enter, that area is completely you can say open for you, and directly the image of Jesus Christ is in front of you, and the left and right side many branches are there. You can sit here, meditate here, and read some books which are already lie there. So they do their prayer and they do their practices, and they light a candle and they worship, and they you can say try to learn from Jesus and try to imbibe their ideas in their heart, so that they become a good human being. And many people also came there to, you can say, accept their failure, accept their wrongdoings, and want that Jesus Christ forgive him or her and give their blessings to him and her. So this is the core idea. So this is about Christianity. This is about Christianity in Christian religion. So these types of, you can say, churches are built all around the world, in every part, in every corner of the world. There are few places where churches are not built, but on most of the places churches are built. Generally, its origin in Europe, in Jerusalem, in Middle East, and then it spread in all parts of the world. Many forceful conversion, many you can say naturally, many you can say due to you can say they have no money, no education, so for living a good life they converted into Christianity. And many, like say British Empire, when earlier in history when British Empire spread here and there, so many Christian group, Christian missionary moving here and there and try to convert people into that religion. So actually that number is not so large, but due to economic well-being, for health benefit, and for living a good life, many people converted into Christianity. Second one is I going to talk about Islam. Islam is also, its origin is in Jerusalem, and it is also spread in whole part of the world, but its origin in Jerusalem and in Middle East. And also due to, you can say, forceful conversion, due to invasion, Islam tried to convert most of the people in their religion and try to kill people, or you can say show them or give them some benefit in terms of economy, social and educational, so that other people by naturally come into their religion, and other people naturally become you can say Islam, converted into Islam or accepted the religion Islam. So why I say about it, but when you look about the data, when you learn a story about it, so in Christianity, in Islam, its natural is in Jerusalem, in Europe, in Middle East, but due to, you can say, invasion, many people convert other people who are willingly or unwillingly try to accept that religion or not. So if willingly they accept, it's good, but if unwillingly, then it's not. And you heard about many stories that where it is said that due to invasion, many people try to forceful conversion other group of people into Christianity, into Islam. So this is a bad thing. Naturally it's good. So Prophet Muhammad is a, you can say, divine being. He never taught, or he never written in the book that you convert people forcefully. No. He ordered in the book that if people willingly accept that religion, that's good, because each and every religion taught us to how to become a good human being. Okay. Third one, I am going to talk about Hinduism. I like this religion, not because I am from this religion, because this religion never tried to invade any other country, so convert people, forcefully convert other people into this religion. There are also very bad, you can say, practices in this religion in terms of not respecting girl, in terms of following, you can say, rituals which are not very benefit for human being, and in terms of their own tradition and religion. But this is good, also good, because this is the oldest, and also people who follow that religion do not attack on other country, and it is a very good thing. All other problem we can solve later on, but if you kill people and forcefully convert people, then it is not a good thing. Like sati pratha is a bad thing in Hinduism. Domination of men on women is bad in Hinduism. Okay, always consider, you can say, or you can say the hierarchy system of where Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, this hierarchy system is also good, because in this religion, and this religion is good, many people, you can say, make this religion bad, because this is a very complex religion. Each and every type of solution is given in this religion, because you see, oldest and many good human being tried to develop a mechanism or a law and order system, so that our society, our civilization live a good full-fledged life on this planet Earth and become a good generation for that time period. But many people destroy it and do not follow it, because this is a very complex. If you do not dedicate your time and your life in it, so it is not beneficial for you. And it is the oldest one, like yoga, meditation, spirituality, Veda, Gita, Rama, stories of Rama, Ramayana. So all these, you can say, things which are spread in all parts of the world is from Hinduism. And it did, people follow Hinduism by their own. In Hinduism, this religion, people of that religion never attack on other country. They try, through love, they try to unite other people in part of their religion. See, every religion try to spread and try to, you can say, you can say, wish that most number of people follow that religion, but they try to do it by forceful action. It is not true. People in Hinduism, they give knowledge, they give health, they give benefit, and let it be responsibility of other people that if you want to follow this or not. No forceful, but by your own choice. Okay, that's why Gita, Ramayana, Veda, yoga, meditation, spiritual, all this you can things spread in the whole part of the world, not forcefully but through conscious choice. And that's why people follow this religion, love this religion, and try to become and try to follow the ritual practice of this religion, because that practice, that ritual benefit them in a large number. So these are three main religions. So I hope you can say take a small perspective from this topic and you enjoy this lecture. Also, there are many religions, many languages, but the core religion is Hinduism, Islam and Christianity. And when you combine this, the purpose of the religion is to health, well-being of the human being, so that they live a good full-fledged life on this planet Earth. Every divine being, every great human being try to give their knowledge, their time, their you can say whatever they have to the people, so that other people live a good full-fledged life, because very few people are capable of exploring each and every dimension of life. Everyone are capable of, but very few people dedicate their time and life in this effort. And when they reach that point, then try to spread this knowledge in the whole world, so that all other people take benefit of it and take advantage of it. Okay, I visited many, you can say, gurudwaras. In Sikhism, gurudwara is famous. Okay, so it is a combination of, you can say, Hinduism, Islam and Hinduism, mixture of Sikhism. So in every places, offering, like in churches you light a candle, in temples you light a diyas, in Jainism you also go light a lamp. So in each and every religion, lighting a lamp, offering flowers, offering fruit, offering sweets are you can say given, because it is a very conscious choice that you understand that whatever you have and whatever you are is basically made by the creator, and creator is present within you. So this is a reminder that creator is present within you, and at each and every moment you are capable of knowing the creator. There is no need to fight on religion, because when you go into the core and into the surface, each and every religion is same. When you go to its core, each and every religion is same. On surface it looks like different, but when you go to its core, every religion is same, because each and every religion give humanity, or you can say give the teaching to the humanity that live a good full-fledged life on planet earth and help other people. And if every people and if people of every religion follow this philosophy, then there is no need to attack, there is no need to war, there is no need of, you can say, theft, there is no need of destroying your time, your life, killing people, hating people, destroying environment. No. When you actually follow, when you are actually religious, and when you go to its core, you find that each God is present in each and every life form, each and every animate and inanimate object. And the core purpose of that creator is to giving you the knowledge that you are the source of the creation and you are capable of doing anything. Okay, if you can say devote your time, your life, your money, whatever resources you have to this activity, because there is always a question: who made us? Creator. Who made the creators? And you can say invisible object or invisible element. This question is going on, and many scientists, many scholars, many philosophers try to find out its answer. So till my knowledge, there is a creator which is present within us, in each and every animate and inanimate product, in each and every particle, in each and every atom, creator is present. And creation and creator exist together. Without creator, creation cease to exist. And when people understand just this one line, then all other problems are gone, because the cosmos is beginningless and endless. Whatever things you add in it, it's infinite. Whatever things you remove from it, it's infinite. Okay, and at each and every moment, infinite things are happening in the whole cosmos. So whatever you want to know, whatever things you want to know, it is limitless. Let's say at this moment of time, in the 10 minutes, in the future 10 minutes, you can say many things are going on in the whole world in terms of human being, in the mind of human being, in the nature, in the cosmos, in the creation, in the space, in everything. Different types of activity are going on which activity people put their, you can say, money, their time, their life, they are capable of knowing that thing. And it is true that because you are not, if you meditate, you are capable of downloading each and every data, and whenever it's required, you are capable of giving knowledge or giving, you can say, find truth about that idea, about that data. So through meditation only you are capable of exploring each and every dimension. If you just want to read or solve one problem, then other problems are automatically not in your reach, because at one point of time, at one moment, infinite things are happening. So how you can done infinite things at one go? No, just try to understand the core of each and everything and try to solve the problem of the core. When you solve the problem of the core, then surface problems are automatically gone, and in this manner you are capable of knowing each and everything and capable of solving each and every problem. So religion basically tells you that in every prayer, in every ritual, in every practices, in every temples, every church, every mosque, every gurudwara, everywhere they taught us that how to become a good human being and live a full-fledged life on this planet earth, not only for yourself but for the larger human being. So I hope you love this lecture. Namaskaram. Thank you.